Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you? Uh, I am, first of all, glad to be with you today and kick off this training. And this is a very, very, very important topic that we shall be learning throughout this semester. And I know we already did an introduction to terrorism and threat assessment, but for the purposes of those who are not present on that material day, and because the internet was not very good, Wi-Fi was not very good, we were switching off and on. I thought it wise to do a recap of the introduction, and then we go to lesson one immediately, and then we can proceed from there. First of all, I want to congratulate you for taking a step to join us at a Brand Institute of Forensics and Security and actually learn with us. At Brand Institute of Forensics and Security, we specialize in developing security professionals in an interactive way. We don't lecture you, we discuss things, you do assignments, you learn on your own, you also do research as we move forward. We guide you, we give you a guide. Before we go further, I would like to again introduce myself, just uh, a brief introduction about myself. My names are Wayne Shukuru Magani. I am a director at Brand Institute of Forensics and Security. And in addition to that, I'm a certified security management professional, CSMP, at ISMI, UK. And also, I have done a little bit of personal development. I have graduated with a Master of Science degree in Risk, Crisis and Disaster Management at Leicester University, UK. You know this is a very prestigious university. I have also graduated with a BA in Criminology and Security Studies at Egerton University. I'm also a former student at Kenya Institute of Studies in Criminal Justice, where I did my diploma in security management. Apart from that, I also was a member of the Kenya Defense Forces, the Kenya Air Force, where I worked at Laikipia Air Base as an aircraft mechanical technician for F5 Tigers. And I've also done a lot of trainings and a lot of courses in counterterrorism, in cybercrime, over the many years that I have been in the field of safety and security. I have done a course in preventing attacks on soft targets and fast response to terrorist attacks by the United States of America, U.S. Embassy Nairobi office. I've also been trained by the UN on anti-terrorism and detecting improvised explosive devices. And besides that, I've also worked at the Republic of Maldives for many years, and also in the hotel sector at Kenya for many years. So when I talk about security and safety, I'm talking about my career. It is my career and I love it very much, and I don't think I can change to any other field. Security and safety will remain to be my career. Now, let's come to the introduction of the lessons that we shall be conducting. I will be conducting an introduction to terrorism and threat assessment, and also in another class I'll be teaching them on emerging cybercrime trends. And as we move forward, maybe I'll pick some other lessons for the next upcoming semesters. For now, the purpose of this course is to present a greater terrorism presents a greater threat to transnational security today than it has presented at any other time in history. It appears to have become a permanent issue or a permanent phenomenon of the contemporary world or society. Contemporary, we mean the modern world, the new world, the now, current. Terrorism has become a big issue, a big threat. This course, therefore, highlights the concept of terrorism and tactics to counter terrorism. The objective is to ensure that by the end of this course, you can explain the concept of terrorism, which is very wide. It is very wide. Even scholars and experts themselves, I can tell you, they have been unable to reach a common definition of terrorism. So we will try our level best so that at the end of the course you are able to explain the concept and then describe the characteristics of terrorists, analyze the physique of terrorists, discuss types of terrorism groups, discuss responses to terrorist threats, discuss tactics to counter terrorism, discuss terrorism investigative techniques. Those are what we are going to cover. I'm going to take a little bit of different approach, and the approach will be from a private security sector. What is your role as a security guard, as a security officer, as a security supervisor, as a security supervisor, as a security manager? What is your role in counterterrorism? Because we know mainly when we talk about the national security level, there are agencies, state agencies or state police agencies that deal directly with terrorism in partnership with our partners abroad. However, you find that at our level as a private security, we are the bigger player in security of our fellow citizens, the security of the majority of the assets, the embassies, non-government organizations. The government itself relies on private security in some areas. So we play a very major role as private security. So the approach I'll take is your role. What is your role as a security officer? What is your role as a private security manager in counterterrorism? How can you help? How can you help prevent terrorist acts? How can you help save life if something happens, like it happened at Westgate, like it happened at Dusit, like it happened at Norfolk Hotel in 1998, very long time ago? What is your role as a private security officer? That is the approach that I'm going to take. We are also going to look at lessons like terrorism and the law, response to terrorist threat, tactics to counter terrorism, national response and strategy, mail terrorism, and then we shall look at investigative techniques, mainly for those who work as law enforcement officers. We shall look at investigative techniques. Continuing further, there are some other teaching methodologies, experimental learning, lectures, discussions, exercises, and case studies. And there's also material I believe I'll share with you as we go along. We will do assessment methods, evaluation, we'll do a cut, we'll do an assignment, and then we will do an end of term exam. And there are some books that I hope my fellow trainers have shared with you during induction that you will read. You have to read a lot, because when we talk about terrorism, we are talking about a very huge, vast field. You have to read a lot, you have to do a lot of research, you have to watch a lot of videos so that you can program your mind to understand exactly what this issue means. And then we are mainly going to focus on how also we in the private sector can stop terrorism. We can stop terrorism because terrorism is something that takes a very long time to plan before attacks are staged. And during the planning phase, the intelligence gathering phase, is when we in the private sector, we can actually play a very major role in stopping terrorism. So that is a little bit of induction. It has taken me almost 10 minutes, and I will now close this induction, and we will go direct to now lesson 1 of this course.